This is Chris Cassius, and you're tuned into the Famousity program. My story. Alright, I grew up with my mother, my stepfather, my brother, and my sister. In my household, it wasn't like a lot of rap music, like in my household or whatever. So, like, I could probably tell you word for word, like old Monica CDs, even in Destiny Child or like a Joke or something like that. But as I got older and I spent more time with my father, like he listened to like a lot of like G Unit. Like he listened to G Unit up to the point where they got with like Mobb Deep, and then it was like Scarface and like Jeezy. He didn't like Wayne when he first came out because he said his voice was immature, and so he picked up on Wayne when it was more like Dedication 2. Like Dedication 2 is like one of my favorite like CDs known to man, and like I picked up on stuff like a lot more Jeezy and Boosie like on my own. So yeah, I mean that's my story. That's musically, that's my story. My interests other than rapping, man, my interests other than rapping, I like clothes, but I feel like I like it differently. Like I'm not into like high fashion like a lot of people. So like, you know what I mean? I like cool shit, but I don't like cool couple $1,000 shit. You know what I mean? But I like poetry too. Like me and my girl, we go to like poetry events all the time and stuff like that. I like poetry. Football growing up was a big deal for me. I played football in high school. Yeah, football, clothes, poetry, fucking money, you know what I mean? 6 bricks. Okay, right now, at this very moment, I don't know what it is. But 6 bricks started out because I wanted to make a story along with my music and stuff that'll get more reaction just like besides music and stuff. So it was like this guy that goes from like selling drugs and stuff, like kind of like being like a political like activist vigilante type shit. You know what I mean? Like with that like Malcolm X mindset, or like, you know what I mean? Alright, let's talk more slap shit. So he kind of like get his hands dirty, and I mean he willing to like kill somebody for his people. You know what I mean? To make a difference in the world or stuff like that. So I mean, if I decide to stick with that, it's more to it. Like I had a whole like another EP that I recorded right after that, before the first one came out, and I had the skits and everything, the whole story mapped out. But it was just like, I don't know if that's what I wanted to be at. But I do know for a fact that 6 bricks is like 6 bricks to me is what cocaine music is to you guys. Like that foundation. Like, you know what I mean? Like you might not know his other tapes, but you know he made cocaine music. So yeah. FWTC was on 6 bricks. It was my intro. It was FWTC. I was like aggressively talking to other rappers. Like it was just like more of like my own like PSA. Like I'm getting ready to fuck you up, and I just wanted you to know. You feel me? Like I said, what did I say on the song? I said, they all want to be shooting stars until I'm shooting stars. Like, or what did I say? Retire. It was something about retirement, like forcing people to retire and stuff like that. Like it was just like letting people know, like I'm here now, and you know what I mean. It's the beginning for me, the end for you. I mean, nah. I dibbled and dabbled in beats for some years. But I couldn't really get the hang of it. Like I'm all into like computers, video games, and all that other shit. But when it came to sitting down and structuring patterns and stuff like that for beats, I could not do it because it was like so many like sound kits and different little like folders and shit you gotta open up to get to certain sounds and this, that, and the third. That shit was just too much for me. So I just felt like the furthest I may go besides like recording might be like mixing and mastering and stuff like that, just to get my own sound how I envision it. But yeah, beats was definitely like out the window after I fucked up. I had worked with other Baltimore artists. I worked with John Wells. I worked with Wingo the 90. I had worked with a kid named Anderson. I actually just worked with him yesterday. I worked with Ed Green, Icon of God. Spriggy. Shit, and if I'm forgetting anybody, shout out to you. But yeah, that's it. I don't know, I'm probably chilling. If I'm chilling, I'm probably in the crib most of the time. Because if I go out, like, you know what I mean, I'm at some event, some rap show, or some poetry thing, some art show, anything, you know what I mean? But when it comes to chilling, I'm probably just in the crib most of the time. Yeah. Freestyle. Above the influence. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No.
Okay. Hey, you don't
know? Off the top of my head, no. I need that extra kick to like kind of open me up, because then it's like if I say something stupid, I'm gonna just keep going.
Right.
And I bounce back from that. But if I do it and I'm sober, it's just like, no, I quit. Like,
right.
Type shit. Like, I gotta work on that. Yeah. I'm not signed to any like local label, no major labels, nothing like that. I was in a collective. It was called 93rd Soul Tribe, but we kind of like, it was actually my collective, and I kind of like disbanded it because, I mean, when I started rapping, I was 16, but I'll be 22 in April. So, and you know, like everybody else that was in the group was around the same age or whatever. So for me, it was like, this is like a pivotal age, you know what I mean, for us, and we all making different transitions in different ways. So some people couldn't put forth certain efforts like they used to, and it was just like, you know, I'd rather like not be stagnant. If it's gonna be stagnant, I'd rather not do it at all. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna make any progress. So right now, I'm solo. Favorite sports team would have to be the Vikings. I like the Vikings and I like the Clippers. Vikings and the Clippers. People can say what they want, but I started off liking the Vikings when they got Brett Favre. No, I do not know who played before them. You know what I mean? Clippers. I initially liked them because of Chris Paul, and I liked them because of the other additions. And you know what I mean? We struggling, but we gonna bounce back one of these days. 5 years, I'm gonna be the greatest rapper in the world. In 5 years, I'm
That's the best answer I've got.
Yeah, for real though, like I'm gonna be. In 5 years, I hope that I am in barbershop conversations. In 5 years, like I hope that when people talk about rap, you know what I mean, like I'm brought up. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally feel like if you putting pen to paper, there is no man on God's green earth breathing or not breathing today that can out-rap me. Like nobody. 5 years, no. I would hope not. If I make the progress and the transitions that I plan to make, whether it be with music or whether it be with something else, no. Because I mean, like we all know, like it is not. People always say, "Oh, I hate when they compare it to The Wire." It's nothing like that. I don't know who you bullshitting, but it is like that, and that's the reason why people need. Like I never see myself like raising kids here. You know what I'm saying? So, 5 years, no. Especially the way like when people die back to back to back to back. For a while you'll think like, oh, it's just what happened. But when it start to hit close to home, and it start to not even your friends, but your friends' friends, and then like your friends go, and then you hear your mother talk about one of her friends, and you know what I mean. The age, it don't matter how old you are, how young you are. Like people die, like really die. So I mean, I wanna say that I live somewhere else before I pass. Dream venue, honestly, no. I had never been asked this question. I never thought about it, but I'm gonna say Madison Square Garden. Because if you do a show at Madison Square Garden and you sell it out, you are great. So, yeah, Madison Square. Let me see. I'm gonna say John Wells. I'm gonna say I want to say Double O Doma. I think that's what he go by now. He was Clyde Rose though at one point. But I like him. He don't put out music as much. And I think, of course, this is a personal thing, but I fuck with his music when he put it out. I like Davo. I like Moose. I like Scooter. I'm behind Takeover Band 100%. I also like Non-BMC. I like Mikey Savage. I like Mikey Savage. For real, the list is kind of extensive because I'm a fan person. I tell people that all the time. Because I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear stuff and I like it, I be like, damn, like, you creative. Like, I fuck with people that can do what I do and they're good at it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like a lot of Baltimore rappers, but that list mainly, yeah. Right now I don't. Honestly, right now I don't because there's still a lot of things that I gotta get done. You know what I mean? I still ain't performed. People ain't seen my feature. A lot of people ain't heard my mixtape yet. You know what I mean? Regardless of how many plays that I got on SoundCloud, and it's not like saying that I got like 1,000 plays on every song, but at the same time, a lot of people haven't heard of me. So I don't think I fit in yet. But that was like my humble response. My cocky response would be I don't fit in because they scared to let me fit in. So once that's over and they just allow me to whoop everybody's ass like I plan on doing, it'll be a better place. And hopefully Donald Trump don't get elected. Soundstage or Soundstage. I like the, you know, it's only certain amounts of space you can have a mosh pit in. You don't want to be too small, you don't want to be too big. Soundstage is like the mosh pit of all mosh pits in Baltimore, from what I've seen. So, you feel me? It's that one key characteristic. Is like that. Like if you see people putting out that energy, they just jumping around, bouncing to each other. You can make people mentally get there and just not care. You got the energy through the roof. Like, it's over. And I've seen it many a times in Soundstage.